Good morning. It is 8:37 a.m. on Tuesday, December. I don't know why I wanted to say January there for a second. January 11th, 2018. I am Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, definitely I can already see sleep schedule being an issue just given that I don't have because my work from home this week is supporting a project in Korea, there's no particular reason that I should adhere to a strict 8 to 5, timeline while I'm here, working at home. But at the same time, so figuring out what that schedule is going to be and whether or not I'm how late am I staying up on all of that? Because I don't want to get too far off of that schedule because I do have my plans this weekend where I'll be running 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So for that, I definitely want to be in a position where I can get up and be well rested and have time to prepare the appropriate things before 10 a.m. on Saturday. So I have to be a little bit careful to not get too far off with my sleep schedule. But, it'll be all right. Every little thing is going to be all right. And so last night I actually recorded the latest episode of Talking About Survivor with Mike. And then immediately following that, I guested on the Mythwits, which is a live stream show where we talked all about, gaming and RPGs and all of that sort of thing. And I, had a chance to promote my Extra Life game, which is going to be, of course, this weekend. And it was a very good time. It was a fun conversation with Pete and Mike and Spence, who's going to be playing in the game. Played last year, going to play in this one, and it's going to be a good time. And so, getting those two things both back to back done last night is kind of a relief. When I have planned things for myself, if it's one thing, even if that one thing will take a long time, I usually cover that just fine. But then the larger the number of things gets, the more I start to feel anxiety about it. And it's just a general thing of like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. But it's basically, I don't know. Anyway, the fact that I had to do a couple of meetings and then those two shows last night meant that I spent a bunch of the day just feeling like I was very busy. So I'm glad that I have fewer things of that type, scheduled activities to do. But of course, I still have, there will be a regular episode of So Many Levels on Wednesday, where we'll be continuing that same campaign. But otherwise, it's just a matter of being up to me to get stuff done this week. And it's interesting. It's been a long time since I had any kind of an extended period where I was working from home. Yesterday went pretty well in that regard, in terms of being able to have the discipline to, stay productive. So sticking with that is the goal, and we'll get along, get along. What else? Gosh, I'm still keep getting distracted because I decided as part of my promotion for the Extra Life game yesterday that the next sort of little series of pictures that were going to accompany those posts, I was going to draw some of the primary antagonists from the game in my dry erase marker on paper token form, and so this was the one from yesterday. And I just have the picture here and I keep getting distracted. I'm very pleased with it. I don't consider myself a great artist from the perspective of drawing, but I do feel like occasionally I can produce something that I like what I've done. I'm not shooting for photorealism, but I like it. I think in another life I would have wanted to be better at drawing, but it's certainly one of those skills like playing a musical instrument or speaking a language where it sure sounds fun, but it's also a lot of work. And so you may just, it's like, how much of the work are you actually willing to do? Eh. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, I guess, for today, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. And remember, of course, that you can check out my Extra Life donation page, and I'll be playing this weekend, and it's all to benefit children's hospitals. So please check it out, and I'll talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.